Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a City. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. It's been the first chance I've really had to say that. I hope you got everything that you wanted. I hope you met up with family that you hadn't seen for a while. Every Christmas I always seem to meet up with family that I only see at Christmas. So it's always nice to catch up with them and see them and share stories that's happened that year. Just hope it went really well. I hope you're still playing with all the toys that you got. It's quite nice at work at the moment because it's sort of died down a little bit now that the Christmas rush is over. Nobody's got any money to spend on toys, so it's a little bit quieter. It's nice. Hopefully it'll stay like that for a little while and I can relax just for a moment. I just want to first say I apologise that this year we didn't really do much on the channel for Christmas. There's a couple of reasons for that. Number one is we hit 100,000 subscribers on the channel early in December, so we spent a week of December doing special videos, special sort of nostalgia look back videos at earlier series. And obviously took up a whole week's worth of stuff. And then the other reason is it's the first year that I've actually had to work a real job due to all of the advertiser problems that we're having here on YouTube. So I didn't really get too much time over the Christmas sort of period to record Christmas style videos. I work in a toy shop. Obviously it's busy at Christmas, so obviously we don't get too much time to record these kind of Christmassy videos. Also, I've done a lot of Christmassy stuff in the past. I mean, on our last City World at Christmas time, I made like a reindeer up in the sky and little Christmas trees and stuff like that. On other previous years, we've done Christmas tutorials on how to build Christmas trees that flash and stuff like that. We've done a Christmas grotto, Santa's grotto, when we built like a little factory where the elves would build all the stuff, and we've done all that. And a snow globe. I think we done that for New Year's, didn't we? Did we do it for New Year's or something like that last year? I can't quite remember. But yeah, we done that as well. So I feel a little bit bad that I didn't really do anything this year for Christmas. There's just so much going on, too much going on. Maybe 2018's Christmas we'll be able to do something a little bit more. This cable's strangling me. I am sick and tired of this piece of grass in the middle here. It's been way too long that it's been left like this, and I've been thinking, what do I want to do and how do I want to do it here? I want to have a park. I've always wanted to have a park here, but I was struggling to think on how we're going to do it. I've figured it out. What we're going to do is I'm going to remove these two. Let's turn these shaders off. I'm going to remove these two strips, okay? I'm going to leave this one in as a path for the backs of the rainbow row here. But these trees are going to go, and this path is going to go. That's going to give us, what's it, like 6 more blocks, 5 or 6 more blocks for the park. And I've got an interesting idea on how we can make the park look quite cool. I've got like a way that maybe I haven't done before, or I don't think I've done before, on a way of doing a path and stuff. So near me, quite near me, there's a park that allows you to take like remote control boats and ride on the pond there, and it's always really cool. I remember when I was younger, when I had little remote control boats and stuff, I always used to want to go down there to ride it, because you need a nice big open area to be able to drive your boats and stuff, and they had no problem with you ever doing that. Set air. And then we've got a few more leaves to get rid of. We'll just get rid of this water here. So what I want to do is I want to have a nice long weaving river, or pond, I suppose it would be, pond down the middle, and then have a path that runs down either side and around it and stuff. And then I want to have a little bridge or 2 bridges that go over it, nicely lined with trees and benches and little branches off and stuff like that. Surround the whole thing with a nice hedge, so you get a little bit of privacy once you're in there. These leaves should just dissipate themselves. I could remove them if I wanted to by hand, but they should just go. I'll leave those ones to go themselves. So as you can see, we've now got a decent amount of room now to be able to do what we want. The way that we're going to do this, though, is something that I don't think I've ever done before. So we're just going to grab a tool, and I'm going to do a cylinder of, I think I want a sand path. I think sand would be quite nice. So a cylinder of sand with a 2-block diameter. Is that all I need? Nope. Undo. It is, yeah, but Oh, I can't undo it because it fell. Interesting. I want it as a brush. On here. Brush. Cylinder. Sand 2. Right, excellent. Perfect. So maybe I have done this before then, because I was going to do it as a sphere and then remove them, but this will work even better. I think that might still be too big. Let's try 1. Why isn't it undoing when I do undo? There we go. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we can just run this now. I have done this before. I remember now. So I want to run this, and I want to have like a weaving sort of style. Go straight for a little bit. Maybe branches off out down there. Up here. We'll get nice and close to the edge here, and then we'll come... Oops, we've locked it up. And then we come back. Maybe we'll branch it off to the side there again. Bring it round. Make sure we get no real sharp corners. Branch it off to there. And then we'll come off this way. Come nicely in. Make a thin part. Maybe we'll come out and we'll join it up to there. So there's another entrance in. Come in. And out. Branch it out again. I might have a branch over there as well, because it looks like a little bit like too long without anything happening over there. There. And then back to the middle again. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a branch off there, like one that goes that way instead. Okay, so there's our path system, and in the middle of it, I want all to be water. So we want to get rid of any single blocks that we've got left, or anything that's like too thin. So like there, and over here, and that's fine. I can just add a little bit more on that side to make the path a little bit wider. We might have to do a little bit of editing here and there. That one can go. Oops. Undo. There. And I think that one can go as well. Let's just make that a little bit thicker there. Maybe there. Okay, so I'm going to make the middle of this now water. What's the best way to do that? You know, I think I do have a way. I think I have maybe a little bit of a cheat method for it. I always like to find a little cheat way to do things. If we need a little bit of prep, we'll do that and that. Okay, that side's good. This side, we won't be able to do it all in one hit. Okay, let's just see if the tactic works. So if we go from here, I'll do as much as I can. So I can go to there. Do I have to come in at all? Okay, that's fine. I can check. No, I've got to come into here. Okay, from there to there. And if we do replace, let's go down a little bit as well. I don't want it to be too deep. We'll go to there. Okay. It's not going to quite work as I want. I know it's not going to quite work as I want. I will try it. Replace dirt with water. This is what's going to break the whole path, but it doesn't matter. And then replace grass with water. Yeah, because the sand fell. Okay, actually, undo. Undo. Oh no, because the sand. Okay, everywhere it's. You know, I might just have to dig it out by hand. I'll do that. I'll be back. Alright, I think I found a sort of cheaty way. I've removed the first layer. I like cheaty ways. I've removed the first layer, right? And then what I think I can do is, like, stand here, copy, I think, and paste. Because I just want it to be deeper. Yeah, that should work. Paste, paste, paste. Yeah, so we've got now a nice deep edge. Do I want to change all of the side to sand? That could be quite cool underneath it and have it sand all the way down. I sort of like the sound of that. Okay, we can do that by then clicking here and clicking all the way over there down to the bottom and then replacing the dirt and the stone with sand. It shouldn't affect anything else. Oh, it looks so cool on the map already. I love it. That's a really nice shape. So let's dig all the way down here. Let's go one more. Replace dirt with sand. Replace dirt with sand. And replace stone with sand. Yeah, amazing. So we've got a nice sand-filled thing. Now what we can do is fill the pond up. It's really weird because I don't think, I might be wrong, but I don't think I've got any still water on this city at all. I don't think so. We've got the ocean, we've got a little bit of a river that runs into the city, but apart from some swimming pools and stuff, I don't think we've got any ponds. And there's so much flexibility that you can do with ponds. You've got lily pads, you've got sugar cane, you've got like nice little trees that bow over into it, little hedges and edgings to it. They can look really, really powerful. Replace air with water. Perfect. I like it nice and high. Let's just fill this stuff up. Up we go. Wonderful. So there we go. There's our weaving path pond through the middle there. I think the path stays a nice thickness all the way around. I think it looks actually, the way that we've done it has made it pretty perfectly universal all the way. And there's no parts that look too thin or too fat, apart from when they split up to where entrances are going to be. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's now get ourselves some leaves. Oak leaves. Now, if I world edit leaves in, they usually just disappear, don't they? At least they did in the past. Let's try it. Let's give it a go. Let's just do like a little test area. So we want 18. Set 18. Now, I'm pretty sure that they will actually despawn. I'll leave those there and I'll do these ones by hand for a minute. And if I see them start to despawn, we know that we'll have to do it by hand for the rest of the way. But at the moment, they're not. I know on the Simpsons, I had the problem way back when I done the Simpsons tutorial world. Or the how, you know, let's build a Springfield. You know, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Maybe it's different now. Maybe I was using a different version or something like that. Replace air with 18. I think I want to have hedge all the way around. Apart from the back, I might... No. The back I definitely want a hedge because I want privacy to the houses a little bit. I was thinking about having a fence somewhere, but no, I think I'm going to go with hedges all the way around. It doesn't need to be high. I think 2 blocks high is more than enough. 1 block thick should be more than enough as well. And we'll just go higher in some spots. So there. I didn't go over any entrances that I know. There to there. Let's put this next to that, and then I don't have to scroll wheel too far. That one to that one. That one to that one. That one to that one. On this side, I might make the fence or the hedge a little bit higher. Again, for privacy to these houses. I wanted to keep the little path, though. Certainly. There. This one. There's one that survived. 2 that survived. There. Back to the beginning again. Now, at any entrances or any openings that are to this path, I think we're going to just grab a slab and do that, just so it breaks up nicely into it. The sandstone and the sand go quite nicely together, or very nicely together, not quite nicely. So we've got 3 entrances down here. I can imagine this park would be used for like little meetings and little, you know, events where they have like little stalls and stuff. What are they called? Jamborees, were they? I remember when I was at primary school, we went to a couple of I think they were called jamborees at the time. And they were like little arts and crafts stalls and stuff like that. That you just buy like little necklaces or little bracelets and stuff from. You know, I don't think I like that. Usually I do like that, but I don't think I do this time. Do I want to have some like 3 block high ones? Let's do a little section of it. I think so. I think I like that. So we'll run some singles, some triples down here. Just trying to click as randomly as I can. Doing some longer ones, some shorter ones. Oops, not on the floor. Now, what we might want to do is also change the block closest to the water to dirt. It won't ever go back to grass because there's no grass that it can spread to. But putting it onto dirt, I think will make like a nice river bank then, or pond bank, that we can then put sugarcane on. I know we can grow sugarcane on sand and stuff, but I think it would look better if we had it as another block. Oh yeah, that looks great all the way around. Look at that. Really, really cool. So any block around the edge here, or podzol. Podzol could work. Like a nice little sort of muddy-ish looking riverbank. What block is it? 3-2. Set 3-2. So just the very inner edge. I'll do this off camera, obviously. We'll just start it off together here. It might be just as quick to do it by hand anyway. Okay, now it does now make some of the path look a little bit too thin, so we'll have to just readjust that afterwards. But I can already see that that's going to look really, really nice. Okay, I'll do that. I'll be back again. No! For some reason, this corner has lost its leaves at the bottom. How very strange. I don't really get that. The other parts haven't, but this side has. I used the same command. It's really quite strange. Anyway, I've done the podzol all of the way round, and I'm just now tweaking up some of the sand parts to make it look even all the way around. It seems to be like an average of 2 blocks for the pathway. Seems to be about the right number. Central Park, we're going to call it. Central Park. I think that's a good name. Any more leaves missing then? No, just those corners. Okay, so where was I? The easiest way is just to stand up in the air and just sort of fly across. Like that one needs an extra block. Fly up. And anything that looks like a little bit too thin, I'm looking at both sides at the same time. We're looking nice and even. There. Looks a lot neater. You know, I think we're pretty good. I think we're pretty good there. How cool does that look? Yeah, definitely the podzol as that inner layer works really, really well. Now, I do have one job that I will do, but I think I'll cut away for it. Is I want to stripe the lawn. It's a very posh park. It's the main park of the city. So we're going to do stripes going this way because there'll be more of them that way. They'll definitely stand out a lot more then. So this will be all the way down. Again, this is going to be easier to do by hand than with weld edit because there's just so many small areas. Like that. And that'll look really neat then on all the grass areas. Let's do, though, the river banking itself. We want to have areas that people can approach to put their boats down and admire it. But then we also want a load of detail around as well. So, sugar. Sugar, what are all these? Suggest. Oh, suggest. We want lily pads down in there. And then we want a load of these sort of double high plants. I think around ponds, the double high ones look a lot better and a lot stronger than the smaller ones, apart from fern, because fern's my favourite. So we want things like, where are they? Rose bushes, double high ferns, peonies. I might leave out the double tall grass though. But yeah, the smaller ones don't really seem, in my opinion, to work quite as well. We will also need string to cap off the height of some of them. Oh, and I might do some little, we might do spruce leaf bushes around the edge, because spruce leaves and podzol go really well together, because naturally out in the biome you find those two together a lot. Swap those around. So anything that's 3 high we don't need to put any any string on. Anything below it we do, to stop them from growing. Now the best thing that I can suggest when using sugarcane is to clump them together. clump together and have one the tallest and then a couple a little bit short and then one or two short ones as well. And for me, that's the best way. I also like to do it on a curve. So you can do it like this, put them on there. We're going to have a little bit of a straight one here. We'll just have one out there and then a low one. And then a tall one. Like that's just a bigger one over here. Oh, don't need to put them on the top. You see? So we go all the way around. See, when they're clumped together, it looks a lot better than just having like one there and then one here. It doesn't, in my opinion, work quite well that way. You can have clumps of different sizes, so 2s and 4s and 7s maybe occasionally. But yeah, I think it definitely looks the best way to do it. That one, that one, that one. So just go around anti-clockwise here. Oops, not string. That one, that one, that one, and that one. I thought I saw some broken water then, but I was wrong. Just some short ones around here, no big tall ones. Huh? Break, thank you. Lag spike. This is... It's surprising. When you stand back and look at this city, it doesn't look that big. But then when you start flying around it, it's massive. I keep looking at the overview view of this. Obviously, I do a lot of updates. You only see them on every world tour of the overview view of the world, where you can see the whole lot in one go. But I look at them a lot. I do an overview, a sort of save, if you like, every... I don't know, every 10... No, every 5... 4 or 5 videos. I'll do a little sort of update, because eventually, I know some of you know this, I've been watching the world tours and stuff. At the very end, when it's done, I want to do like a compilation of being able to sort of watch the city grow in stages, and they're sort of all compiled together like a time lapse in the overviewer. It'll take a little bit of work, like getting them to line up correctly and stuff, but I think that'd be really cool to see it from pretty much scratch. Just the road layouts I started with, and it just goes from there. It'd be really, really interesting to do. Alright, so there's the sugarcane all the way around. Let's put some lily pads. Lily pads have a similar technique to sugarcane, that they look really nice when they're clumped together, but you can have the occasional one. So we can have like an occasional one like that, and then we have a 3, and then we'll have like a shape like that, then a single one. You don't want too many of these because you don't want them to get caught up on the boats. Have one like that, single one, like that. A little. Maybe you knew, maybe you didn't know with lily pads. A lily pad has a set direction on every single block. So if I place it here, no matter how many times I place a lily pad, it will always face down. This one will always face down. This one will always face to the left. Quite interesting, isn't it? They're like predetermined in the block itself that lily pads will face that direction. It must be something to do with the metadata of the block or something. Okay, so lily pads in there again. Not too many, just enough to make it visible all the way down. And then we can go around with some different flowers here. The way that I like to do it is to pick one flower first and to spam these around. So we'll do one lap with each flower. And once we've done one lap with each flower, I should really stand this way and then I can sort of spam them together. Once we've done one block of each flower, any gaps that we have left over will be the leaves. And that's the way that I do it. And then after that, we'll then carve some holes for people to sort of get access to. I would also like a bridge or two potentially, if there's the room for it. I think that would look nice. Okay, so there's the peonies. Then we go on to the lilacs. Why are so many of these double tall plants pink? It'd be really nice to have a double tall blue one. A blue one would look fantastic, I think. Like a light blue. Like the, what's it called? This one. The blue orchid. Orchid. I don't know, orchid. If we had like a blue double tall one of those, that would look really nice. I mean, we could make one. We could change the texture of lilacs if we wanted to into a blue. But then I sort of like lilacs as well. One. I think lilacs are my fiance's favourite flower as well. It's a good thing to know your girlfriend's favourite or boyfriend's favourite thing. She likes lilacs, so whenever I buy her flowers, I always try and get those. Oh, it's looking fantastic. I love it. Trees is another one that we'll have to do. Let's go with the rose bushes. These are my favourite double tall block. What was I going to say? Bridge. Oh, trees, that's it. I want trees as well. As close to the riverbank as possible. So on the other side of the path, probably. Overhanging. In like a willow tree style, maybe. Or just a normal tree would work. Maybe we'll use spruce trees. We haven't got many spruce trees on the world. There's some spruce trees up in the snow part of the mountain. In people's back gardens, we use a lot of oak trees. So I think using some spruce trees down here would make a lot of sense. Okay. So we've gone all the way around with the rose bushes. We'll go around with double tall ferns. Maybe we won't even use any single ferns. We'll just use the double ones. This is looking fantastic, though. I'm loving it. It's a big pond, though, isn't it? You don't realise quite how big it is until you're doing laps of it. There. That one. Ooh, lag spike. But I got it. I heard it go down. Missed it. There. There. The sugarcane really stands out. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Okay. I'm happy. I'm very happy. That looks beautiful. Absolutely stunning walk. And you can see through it. Everything. Okay, a little bridge. Let's do bridge on like a thin part that lines up. One here. Works quite well. It's a nice sort of flat area. So we'll just remove some of these on this side. Some of them on that side. They don't have to be big. It could be, I'm going to make it out of wood. So we'll go with... Oh yeah, it's quite deep as well in here, isn't it? 2 blocks from the edge. Up we come. 2 blocks from the edge. I don't know how wide we want it. That wide. Sounds good to me. Slab. Nice simple bridge. Spruce. We'll keep with the sprucey feel. That one. That one. That one. Nice simple bridge. Don't need to do nothing crazy here. They're only a little one. Oops. That one. That one. Go underneath it. Oops. Just place upside down ones. On here. And there. Just makes that look a lot neater. We'll have logs going this way. Like that. We'll have a nice fence. Runs along the top. Like that. Slab. We'll go with a darker slab just to cap these off. I guess a nice little bridge. It's nice and neat, nice and simple. Trapdoors. And some buttons for some final details. So trapdoors we'll put on the joins. It's nice because then the logs sort of all point into the trapdoor. And then I think I'll put buttons above there. I might even put them on the inside as well. So they're like dowels that go through that hold the fence onto it. Yeah. Do we just need the one? Or do we want another one in there? You know, I think I just like the one. It's fairly centralized, which is nice. Yeah, I think we'll just go with that. People could stand on it, watch the boats go underneath and stuff. I'm happy. I'm happy. Now, let's go with some spruce tree saplings and some bone meal. And we'll place these on the inside. And I think I'll also go with little clumps of leaves on the inside of the path as well, as opposed to the pond side. So we want to keep these 1 block away from the path. We'll just place the saplings down first, I think. Not a crazy amount of them, just... Oops, too close. Just some of them here and there. That one. That one. I want them to look sort of a little natural, so I don't want to go, like, exactly spaced out and everything. One there. A couple down there. Too close. Too far. One there. Make sure that they're in and out. Make sure they're not all on the same plane as well. So make sure you do some in, some out from others. Uh-oh. Where did those ones go? I swear I placed those ones. Why are they going? I placed those myself. Right? Didn't I? With you guys on camera. Okay, so we'll bone meal those up. Yeah, spruce trees are going to be absolutely perfect for this. You get quite a lot of variation in the heights of spruce trees as well. So we're going to get some nice really tall ones and some smaller stumpier ones. It's going to be perfect. That one. And they grow quite easily as well. Because you should always... I made a little bit of a mistake. Not that we'll notice... Not that's going to affect us at all. But you should really... put trees down before you do your like detail with these with like plants and stuff, because with a lot of the trees it just stops them from growing, which is not what you want. And then you've got to remove them, grow the tree, and then place them back down again. It's a little detail I forgot, or a little tactic I forgot about. Just trim them away where we want the path to be. It's fine. Oh, first time. Look at that. A single bone meal tree. I don't think I've had one of those for a long time. There we go. Dog just barked. Scared me a little bit too much. I don't think you guys heard it, though. That one. Oops, I didn't want to delete that one. Just the ones near the path. Just so it's not awkward to try and get past them all. I got rid of my bone meal. That one. And the last one. Oh, yes. Absolutely smashing. Really, really nice. Okay. Little clumps now of spruce leaves. Something like that. All the way down. I'm going to do that. And I'm also going to stripe the lawn. And then we'll come back to finish off. Okay? Alright, I have got it. Check that out. How beautiful does that look? The depth was really important. If we only had it like one block deep, it would have looked really weird. But having it nice and deep all the way down really helps the whole effect. I got some benches in my hand, as that's the last thing that we're going to put down. And I got the shader pack on, just make it look all beautiful. We'll have a nice bench in the shade there. Just try and place as many of these as I can, really, around the side. 3 blocks in length, I think, is the best length for a bench. 1, 2, 3. So wherever we get a nice 3-block gap, I'll just fill it with a bench. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on the side here. You know what, when I step back, I got the shaders on here just because I really like the shadows that these trees give off and stuff. But once I back off, it'll look absolutely phenomenal. I got a feeling. I've got a feeling we've done quite well with this one. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's where the old people can sit while the kids are running about in here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, and the hedge does despawn. I've been going round and round and round and round and fixing it hundreds of times. There can't be many despawnable leaves left now, but there are still like a couple by the look still around. It was quite funny, really. I looked up one time and like the rest of the hedge had gone. So it looks like there's like a despawn timer or something like that that must sort of activate after a certain amount of time. What is up with that bench? Not all of them were doing it. Just some of them. But yeah, how cool does that look? That's a central park. That's exactly what this city needed. Nicely located in the middle of the city, right by the town hall, right by the busy area. It's really, really perfect. I think that looks really nice. Alright, I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. I'm going to go around and just fix these last few little blocks that went missing from the despawn. And I'll see you in the next episode.